Fáilte. Thank you for signing up to our free series, The Three Truths About Ogham from an Irish Draoi, and that's myself, Lora O'Brien. If you're not familiar with me, I am an author. I have 5 books currently available for sale, or soon to be available for sale at time of recording, and they would be from 2004, I think, was Irish Witchcraft from an Irish Witch. There was A Practical Guide to Irish Spirituality. There was Tales of Old Ireland Retold. There was Rathcroghan, A Journey. And my newest one with Llewellyn Publisher in 2019 is A Practical Guide to Pagan Priesthood. So I've been an author for quite a while, and I've been an educator for even longer. So I'm a teacher. I co-founded the irishpaganschool.com with my partner, John O'Sullivan. And I am a Mórrígan priest, and he is a Dagda priest. So that is where we're coming from. I'm also a legal reverend here in Ireland that is with Pagan Life Rights Ireland, of which I'm the co-founder as well. And I'm also a publisher with Elon Otter Press. And that's my kind of laundry list of qualifications. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, over 25 years consciously, I suppose. But, as you may be able to tell from my accent, I was born and bred here in Ireland. So I grew up with all this stuff, really. I was lucky enough that the stories were my family. And even though we were ostensibly Catholic, as most Irish people are, there was, and still is, a huge a love for the natural world, which has translated very neatly into my pagan practice through my teenage years and on into the present. So primarily, though, out of all of those things that I am, what I really feel like in my heart, switching between languages, is that I'm a guardian and a guide. And that is very much to do with my professional Irish heritage background. I was managing a complex of sacred sites for quite a while. But it's for our heritage generally. And that's kind of why I'm bringing you this series, The Three Truths About Ogham. Because I do teach on the Ogham, and I run a shorter course and a longer 6-month intensive program. And I find that a lot of people come to my classes and my teachings with a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings about the Ogham. So I have got videos on my YouTube channel and blog posts on my blog. I have yet to write a book on Ogham. That is in the planning stages, shall we say. But I just wanted to give you a very brief intro here to exactly what the Ogham is, and kind of set you up through this Three Truths series. I want to set you up for a better connection to whatever Ogham learning or practice that you are currently doing or that you would like to continue on to do in the future. So that's where we're coming from, and that's why it's free as well, because there's no catch. You don't have to, you're going to get information, you're going to get education, you're going to get genuine connection. Authentic connection to Ireland is my mission statement through everything that I do. And I really want to, as a priest of Ireland, I really want to help you with that, okay? So what is Ogham? Just very, 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 very briefly, it is an alphabet, a set of originally 20 and then upgraded to 25, or downgraded or extra graded, however you want to put it. Scholars differ wildly, of individual letters or ohms. So they are often called the fee or the feda, the plural fee, or sorry, singular is fee, plural is feda. And they are divided, we'll take the 20 original ones for a start. So they are divided into 4 groups or sets of 5 each. And those individual groups are called the acme, or plural acme. So that's what we're dealing with, is basically an alphabet. It's an Irish alphabet. So you've probably seen Ogham letters. There is a central stem or reference line, and then each symbol is a series of lines within those groupings that run from 1 to 5 lines representing the letter. So when we see them carved on stone, which was the original pre-manuscript, they were being carved on stones, we believe, we see them written vertically, and they are written from base to tip, basically, as a tree is climbed, as one of the quotes goes. And then in manuscripts, we see them written horizontally. So you're going to see them from left to right, as you would usually see any script, sorry, in our Western scripts, as you would usually see them. So those extra letters, that extra set of 5 that brings the Ogham up to 25, are called the forfeather, which just translates as extra or supplementary letters. And the original alphabet, the original 20, was very much based on Irish script, Irish language. So creating a script for Irish language, where the supplementary letters are kind of to acclimatize or make it fit better with Latin and Greek script or alphabets, okay? So the initial sound in the names corresponds to a series of values. So each letter, each fee, has various lists that correspond. So the multiple lists are linked by the first letter. And this kind of brings us into the first, or not the first, sorry, it's the second one of the 3 truths. So with the 3 truths that you're going to get a series of emails. I think like there's three emails, but I think there's maybe 4 or 5 emails in the series that you're going to get. I haven't quite put it together yet, so I thought I'd do this first, right? So I'm not quite sure how many emails you're going to get, but within those emails, there's going to be 3 different short videos with containing those 3 truths that we talked about, right? So they're going to be delivered by email, and then you can watch them through a link that you're going to get in the email. So do watch out for that. The importance of native source material and source lore is the first truth. The second truth is that the Ogham is more than the Celtic trees, and that ties into the lists because the tree list is one of those lists. So we're going to explore that concept a little bit further. And the third then is the Ogham as a magical and spiritual system, and how we've kind of lost connection to that, and how to find that connection again in our modern world, in our modern pagan practice, in our modern connection to our Irish heritage. So how do we actually find and connect to the system rather than individual letters or one list, such as the Celtic tree list, or what's called the Celtic tree list? I have thoughts, I have opinions on that, right? So like I said, there's going to be a few extra bits on your through your emails, extra resources. I just want to make this little mini series as jam-packed full of value for you as possible, because it's really important to me, as I said, that people get a really good grounding in the Ogham. Whether you're going to go on to take different classes with me or not, that's entirely up to you. Okay, you can take this and just never do anything else with it other than, you know, follow this series, okay? But if you do want to, there is a link to the introduction to Ogham below, and you'll just see it on the below. So that is a link to the Irish Pagan School, and there's a load of courses up there. So I'll put a direct link to the introduction to Ogham course that is happening. And I suppose just housekeeping stuff. Don't forget to confirm your email. I live in Ireland, and we have a thing called GDPR, which means I have to have permission to send you emails. So you will have gotten an email when you signed up and you're watching this video. So you're on the thank you page. So you have signed up, which means that you will have gotten an email that goes and says, please confirm, basically. So you need to reply to that. Click the button that's in that says, yes, I confirm, yes, I want to receive these emails, okay? So that just means that I 100% have your permission, and it keeps everything nice and safe and legal for both of us, and all of that. And of course, at any time you can unsubscribe. There's absolutely no problems. You will once you're finished this series, you will be on my general mailing list. If you don't want that, of course, you can unsubscribe after that. You won't get any emails until you're finished this series from the general list. So just so you're comfortable with kind of what's happening and how things work. Okay. So I hope this initial video has been helpful for you. Like I said, I do have a YouTube if you want to go over and watch some other videos before your first truth arrives tomorrow. So just look for my name, Lora O'Brien, on YouTube, and it's Lora O'Brien. Actually, I'll put a link on the page below so you can go down and have a look at that, and a couple of other resources like my blog and things like that. So you have a few things to get started with, okay? And when you receive then your video tomorrow, you will get started then on the rest of this little mini-series course, okay? So thank you for your time and your attention, and slán go fóill.